Welcome back to the 2023 Inferno National Touch League here in Coffs Harbour. Well, we've had a lot of phenomenal finals action today. Tensions are rising here as we head closer and closer to the Opens finals. But first, we have the women's 20s action. We're really looking forward to this one. The Sydney Scorpions, who will be taking on the Brisbane Cobras, two teams who have shown remarkable attacking prowess throughout the course of the tournament so far. I'm, of course, joined here in the commentary box by Mark Tipple. Mark, what are we looking forward to here?
We're looking forward to a fantastic game here. Some outstanding performances individually throughout this tournament from Mackenzie Davis in the 15, who just makes an error there, and Charlie Nicola, surrounded by two high-quality, well-drilled teams. It doesn't get much better than this, Jack.
It absolutely doesn't. There's a lot of names that we want to look for here. The number 2, Pia Murphy, she's been good. And Anika Tanamu as well, another name to look out for. Lily Neal, she's got a lot of tries to her name so far this tournament, so keep an eye out for the number 14 for the Cobras. As well as that, we have from the Sydney Scorpions, Waria Ellis, who has been excellent, along with Davis. Ellie Wilson as well, going over for a lot of tries so far. But it's the Scorpions who will work their way up to the box here early on. And we'll see what they can conjure here in their first attacking set from the box. Of course, known for their box sets. They're pretty well drilled. It's fifth and last. And not much has come at the end of that set, but they're just going to sort of put their feelers out here in the first 5 or 6 minutes and get a bit of a sense as to what the other team is going to look to do.
Jack, that's the Cobras' second error early in this one. So they haven't even been out of their own half yet, giving the Scorpions a really good chance to go 1-0 up.
And the Scorpions will look to capitalise here. Scorpions, of course, have been the form team of the competition, but this team from Brisbane, the Cobras, after facing off in that tense final this morning that ended in a drop-off, well, they're battle ready. We can say that for sure. And they'll come willing to fight till the end. The 14, Lily Neal there, playing the ball for Atkins. 33, Natalia Elias, who wins her team a penalty there early on. So a good chance for them to get out of their half for the first time in the match, the Cobras. Picking up there is the number 2, Pia Murphy. And the number 7, Kaya Hillman. She's been really important for this Cobras lineup. Noting that I haven't seen Charlie Nicola out on the field yet, so they're probably saving her for a few minutes here. Her strike play has been, well, about as good as it gets this morning and for the rest of the competition. The go-to player for the Cobras. Good touch there. The number 9 getting up and in the face, Matilda Rogers making the touch there. But the Scorpions, bit of lateral play here from their box set. Picking up from dummy half is the number 6 for the Scorpions, Ellie Wilson. Let's see what they can do here now. It's Ellis with the ball. Dangerous, of course. She's got the, if you want to identify Ellis out in the field, she's got alternate boots. One black boot, one yellow boot. And as I've said many times over, it sure stands out when you're playing footy as good as Ellis has this tournament. So offside the call, or a foot in the ruck rather. So 6 more touches and a nice, I like to see that, a nice long 7 metres or 10 metres for the penalty there that the referee has pulled the Scorpions back. And I like to see a consistent long meterage, because that means that the game will open up nicely for attacking play. Here it's Tanamu with the ball, driving in hard there, and guess who has entered the picture and the equation here? It's Charlie Nicola. Can't make anything happen in that set, but that's the combination that we're looking for, the Nicola-Tanamu combo.
It is. They've been outstanding. They were outstanding this morning in their semi-final win over the Hornets. If you missed that one, it did go to drop-off, but Nicola and Tanamu, both BMTA Mustangs, just outstanding combination.
They understand each other's game really well. And they'll buddy up there in the middle as they work towards the box. Just one attacking set out in the middle there. She needs support quickly, and she finds it there, the number 5. It's Olivia Georgias-Moore, who scored a try or two in the semi-final earlier today, along with some good defence.
See, Jack, on that set, they've only made about 10 metres and 6 touches, so the girls were desperate to get off. In that case, I would have at least attacked. You know, even if you don't score on that stage and you're busted, then just a couple of you go off and D. But they couldn't even make past 10, 15 metres because they're all going off.
And you got to create the platform for success, which means driving hard and fast forward first, looking to go lateral later. Even if it means staying out there an extra set, your team is better off going forwards. Touches made there on the number 33, Matilda Donkin. Donkin has been one of the players from this Scorpions lineup that has scored a lot of tries so far. The set will come to an end, so no one's managed to pierce the defence of the opposition yet. Still putting their feelers out, just past 5 minutes in. I do expect defence to be a theme here. Both teams have a very strong defensive policy. They're accountable to that policy, and coaches Keith Smith and William Burke have been drilling that into their teams, hence why they haven't conceded too many tries, but they're away here. A bit of a juggle. Didn't quite make it all the way over there, the winger for the Scorpions. That's the number 8, McCurley. She was caught in the back end of play by Kaya Hillman, who raced out to make the touch.
Mackenzie Davis off the right foot, found the winger there, sort of off nothing. A little fun fact, Mackenzie Davis goes out with Chris Lennon, the superstar young player from the Hornets, Jack.
Well, there we go. So a lot of success out here on the field. The touch hasn't been made, so the Scorpions will be the first to cross the line, and that's a nice little set play, I think, there that we've seen from the number 15 on the end of that. Who else but Mackenzie Davis?
Yes, Mackenzie Davis. A very viral highlight on Facebook. Her stepping through off the left foot. She shows her left foot, showed her right foot earlier. Nice pass from Tia Young to find her. 1-0 to the Scorps.
So, Mark, you're telling me that Mackenzie has a good step off both feet?
Yes.
Well, I'm immediately jealous. I don't have a step off either foot, Mark. So Mackenzie there can step left or right-footed, we've just heard. So you got to watch out both sides. It's no wonder she's scored so many tries in this competition already. And excellent finisher, but great in the setup as well. So Ellis will be one of their go-tos here. And the number 3, Ava Jones. Ellis will pick up from half and go. She'll try and find Jones, I think, but the touch has been called. Tanamu making an all-important touch there, stopping the dummy half from running through.
Yeah, Tanamu, once again, it's good to see our attacking stars doing the work in defence. She was right on the spot there to get the touch pass.
And Cobras now with fresh legs. Georgias-Moore bringing it up. Natalia Elias in the centre there as well. Atkins will make her way out, and from dummy half, pass back to Elias. They're working well here in the middle. Atkins finds the ball away there to Gabrielle Blade, and they'll reach their set of 6. The Scorpions working their way up over the halfway line. That's a good start to the set for the Scorpions. 1 touch, and they are, 2 touches now. They've only got 25 metres until they hit the line of the Cobras. So they're going to get a couple of chances here to make something happen. Davis out in the middle again. She'll be first receiver here. Davis. Has she just gone through on her own? No, she hasn't. She's been caught there.
Olivia Atkins on the spot. Great diving touch on Davis there. Olivia Atkins was crucial in that match this morning.
Davis from half once more. On the inside, and the step there. And the ball's put to ground. So a chance gone awry. Mackenzie Davis looking dangerous again, but just dropped at the death there. The number 15, I think, for the Scorpions. No, that would be Davis, but no, the
11, Layla Ritchie just dropped that one.
Just went through the hands. Could have doubled up their advantage here. The Cobras now in this final. They are ahead. There's not much in it. Georgias-Moore wins an offside penalty for her team. And they're going to try and get their first points on the board here. We haven't seen a team successfully neutralise this Cobras outfit for, well, at all on the stadium field at Coffs Harbour. So would be pretty extraordinary if the Scorpions could keep them out for longer. It's been 10 minutes without a try from this Cobras team. So Pia Murphy will want the ball from half here. Kaya Hillman just getting caught there, and a static fifth touch. Yeah, they didn't quite get the ball in, but they're going to go for it anyway. An intercept taken by the Scorpions.
Jack, it's a game of percentages and strike rates, and I think I've only seen Charlie Nicola and Anika Tanamu attack once on the Scorpions line, whereas we're seeing Mackenzie Davis, their main strike weapon, consistently attack the Cobras line. Yeah. So we need a coaching change to see their main attackers get more ball on.
It's all about timing, and here timing is right for the Cobras. The number 9 for the Scorpions there, caught going through Logan Lemusu, who's also been pretty good for the Scorpions so far. Couldn't agree more though, Mark. We haven't seen those key strike players out on the field when they've had the field position. I think notably as well, the Cobras haven't had as much good position, but yeah, it is all about timing out there.
Well, here they come now. So that second touch, they'll try and work their way and get fourth touch on the line. That's third there. And you'll see them, Tanamu and Nicola, number 1 and number 4 for the Cobras. There's 4.
Tanamu picking up. And they certainly know their roles here. Tanamu's going to pick up from dummy half, gives it immediately back. What a long ball from right to left. Reaches the hands of the winger, Georges Moore, but yeah, caught, and that's 6. But at least they're out on the park and having a crack at that line now.
And you can see with that right to left pass why we want them to have a crack. We mentioned earlier the female athletes in the sport, you can hold their skill base up against any athletes in the world. And Nicola showing why there once again.
So Tanamu getting up and in the face of the defence with Nicola in that central channel. An intercept is taken. That's well done, actually, to get into the line there. The number 14, Lily Neal, one of the top try scorers in the women's 20s division. And you can understand why with so many strike players around her, Neal. Coming on now is Elias. And Atkins with the ball in hand. She gets the ball away. That's well done from Atkins. She's playing through. Can't quite get that ball away. But yeah, I like that play through the middle as it started to open up. Importantly there, I think, the play's coming from directness. Yeah, and they're just going to keep doing that instead of going laterally.
Yeah, credit to the Scorps, though. How good have they been defensively as they go away from the box here?
Scorpions back towards the inside. Touch is made there by the Cobras middles. And Scorpions, they want fresh legs out there in the middle. One touch, one try in it, so a testament to the defence of both teams here as we reach the 13th minute of the game. 7 minutes left, of course, in this first half. And national glory on the line. So a 13 Donkin here. Play the ball. Look for support. So Layla Ritchie be the player to get the ball down. It's the number 7 there, Imogen Sayer, who gets the ball away to 15. Who else? Mackenzie Davis. 2 tries to her name, and she's in again.
What do you say, Jack? I start to feel bad that we're mentioning her name so often, but she is just playing fantastically. Olivia Atkins, a really good defender, this time ruled short of the line. Good to see 1 foot on the line, Jack, defensively, not 2. Mackenzie Davis takes advantage, steps off that right foot, chooses the right foot this time, scores 2-0 to the Scorpions.
And Imogen Sayer did well from dummy half there as well to get the ball away as quickly as possible. Give her respective attacking link as much time as possible to make things work. Like that, though, the little wraparound play. Passes the ball, gets it back. The number 7 there, Kaya Hillman. And, oh, yeah, looks like we've got, a hurt wrist there. And, yeah, that one looked like it hurt there for the Scorpions. They're going to pause play for a little bit. She's in pain. And she's waving it off saying, I'm fine, but wincing, I think.
Oh, think she might also be telling people not to look at her hand.
Right. Okay, well, I won't be looking there either. I'm a little bit squeamish, but happy to leave the field. We hope that she's doing okay. If she's okay enough to say that, then we'll see. Oh, and a heavy touch there. Could be penalised by the referee, and indeed it will be. Does give the Scorpions time to set the defence here. And we might be getting... Yeah, we got a forced sub. And that's fair enough in that case. So we will get a bit of an update for you shortly on that injury. And for now, Kaya Hillman goes for herself at the line, and she's actually squeezed through two of Scorpion's most prolific middle defenders there. So great work from Kaya Hillman to just find the line.
Yeah, we were talking about steps and dives, and Kaya Hillman does it like the best of them. Steps off the left here off a little quickie play, finds a little gap, sneaks in there.
There's just so much talent on the field right now. I think Women's Open touch has a massive and bright future ahead of it. And can't wait to see what the Women's Open, and I should say Mixed Open as well, is going to look like in years to come. Might be sooner than we expect, some of these names joining Open squads. The number 3 here, Ava Jones, picking up from dummy half. Got a little bit caught up there, so they're going to be slightly slower than expected to line. Ellis having a crack there. Not quite making it over. Jones and Ellis. Here comes Jones again. We'll give back to Ellis. That seems to be the go-to plan. Left to right ball. Didn't quite make it all the way out to Ellie Wilson. Ball to ground.
Oh.
And, yeah, and a little bit of a drop ball there. So Scorpions on the attack once more. They're up 2-1. Ellis. Jones to pick up the ball. Will she wrap around the outside? Looked like it was potentially on there, but maybe needed to run a slightly sharper line to challenge the defence. Got to draw that defence out here as well. And they don't want to keep running the same play too many times. They've got to stay a little unpredictable here. So Ellis will pick up from half this time. Bit of a change up, and the ball's gone to ground.
Yeah, not a great repeat set there from the Scorpions. Just seemed like they weren't on the same page there, Jack, and couldn't put together a clinical play. Ball goes to ground there, and Cobra's out of jail.
And a bit of a runaway there from Nicola, who finds the extra 5 or 6 metres. And Elias with the ball in hand. Good dump play, but just the ball took a bobble there. And it's a handover, so not striking at the end of this play. There's slightly over 2 minutes left on the clock in this first half. 2-1, about what we expected to see. A close, hard-fought match. The Scorpions, the favourites, they are ahead by 1 try, but there's still anyone to win in this game. Just wonder if the Scorpions are using a specific pod structure and if the injury actually affects that structure in any way. Doesn't look like it is at the moment. They are running away there pretty comfortably. It's Lamusu who calls for 6 again. It's always the question that needs to be asked, I think, in cases where there is a lot of structure in a team, often working from in very specific pods. You're used to working with the same players, so that injury earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Coaches have game plans. They have sub-rotations, sub-pods. And so when a player goes out, especially a key player like the one that was injured, it can muck things up.
And Kaya Hillman now picking up is Pia Murphy. Hillman again. And no luck at the tail end of that set. But admittedly, this pod has been quite good at getting the ball right down there in the Scorpions' half and just killing it in the corner. They've been exceptional in terms of their composure. And a good touch there, the number 14. Lily Neal slows things down for the Scorpions, who look to get 2 ahead before the half-time buzzer. 40 seconds left in the first half now. The number 3, Jones, picks up. She's looking for an option, and that option is Davis. So Davis will pick up the ball from half, falls back over the ball and wins herself a penalty, the number 7 there, Imogen Sayer. And sensing the need to play through quickly there, Davis has a go at the line. The touch has been made. Davis not sure. But you can see how ambitious she is. You can see it on her face there. She wants to score every single set. She's going to have another go here. Well, not on her own this time. Throwing the long ball. We're going to go to half-time with the Sydney Scorpions up 2-1 over the Cobras in this Women's 20 Grand Finale. Well, Mark, this has been a great half. And as we look at the Paint Away scoreboard, it's right about where we thought it would be. The Scorpions will get their first attacking set. And the touch is called. So, nice little touch there. Like to see links and wingers hitting in early and making some of those early touches. It helps to keep energy in the middle pack. Tanamu makes a strong touch in the centre of the park as the Scorpions cross halfway. And the 18 there for the Scorpions, Grace Carpenter, picking up from dummy half. Ball is dead there for 6 touches. And the Cobras, well, they'll get another crack here. Importantly, needing to get their strike plays on at the right time, I think, in this half. There were moments early on in the first half where seemingly the players who were conducting the play might have been caught on the sideline when it mattered most. Ball away there. Calls for 6 again, and it very nearly could have gone that way, I think.
Yeah, I thought the Scorpions player definitely interfered with it, but referee, it's much closer than we are and calls ball down. Calls ball down.
Yeah, generally if you're stuck in that passing channel, and even if you haven't technically played at the ball, by being in the passing channel intentionally, it can be considered 6 again. So the number 3 here, Jones, passes the ball to Ellis. Ellis will fade out on the right middle for the Cobras. They're sweeping around now. The Scorpions, they didn't end up going to that side, but it was the number 3, Jones, with a nice sweep there. I thought they probably could have gone to numbers on that side of the pitch.
Yeah, there was a dummy to her and a pass kind of to no one in the end, so I think the defence was kind of shaping to the option you mentioned.
So, a tough ball there. Hillman finds the ground. And the Scorpions, yeah, they're in no rush here, and I suspect they need to put a couple more tries on the board, but I like this, keeping their composure. Keith Smith, the coach for the Scorpions, will undoubtedly have had words about this sort of composure that we see many of the world's best touch football teams when they are up in the second half of a game. So Ellis wants to pick up from half. She's called a play there. I saw the arms go out wide. I'm not sure what that necessarily meant just before she got the ball. We're not privy to that sort of information necessarily. But the 12 picks up at Sophie Williams, and they're looking for their long option here. They want to find Wilson out wide, back through the centre, and the ball's gone to ground. So solid, compact defence there from the Cobras.
Yeah, Wyadia Ellis with the yellow and black prominent boots there in the number 1. She's the go-to in that pod, and they just couldn't convert. As you said, she was directing them around, but couldn't find the attacking finish there.
The Cobras running up now past the halfway line. Tanamu with the ball. She wants to find the target player, but Tanamu finds the ground from dummy half there. So yeah, an incomplete set there, and I think this is part of the puzzle that both teams need to solve. Finishing sets seems paramount to success here for both teams, and if they want to get their nose in front, they're going to want to get sets complete time and time again. So here they come through the middle. Davis back out on the field, wants to pick up from dummy half. She will, and she's going for the long ball. Don't think we have a grounding there. The refs are conferring. And I actually think that there was help from the Scorpions winger who said, no, I didn't ground it.
Thank goodness. They might have not have had a great angle on that bum, but even we could see that was ball down. So good decision in the end from the referees. Jack, one thing we're mentioning, we are seeing quite a few errors from the girls. I don't think the pace is that frenetic as what we would usually expect from them, but it is day 4 of this tournament. Their legs, their lungs are burning. fatigue plays a massive factor. And who has done the work in pre-season to make it count in these last 15 minutes?
Makes a huge difference, fitness, and it will almost certainly play a role here. It's a bit of mess in the ruck. Seemed like fair contact at first, but then, as you can see, the referee signalling there was a foot in the ruck as the ball was played. Fitness is important, and actually heavier touches and a bit of mess in the ruck is a sign of fitness and fatigue. So we may see a little bit more of the heavy touches, trying to slow down the roll ball as this set reaches its conclusion for the Scorpions. They're going to work hard here to find an option, but it looks like they're going to get a little bit caught out. It's a play on for now. Sweep around like the flick ball, but no luck there. And the Cobras will get the ball now. So neither team has drawn blood here early on. Yeah, and the ball has been put on the ground before the touch has been made.
Yeah, another crucial error this half. The Cobras just cannot get up the field. Keep making crucial mistakes, not running at pace, and not finishing up the other end.
I'm going to say it now, Mark. I think it's pressure.
Yep.
Grand final, of course, we saw this morning in the semi-final. They were expected to get up in that game, the Cobras, and they did indeed. They were just a lot more free-flowing, and they stuck to their game plan. And that is going to be a nice touch, I believe, from the number 19 from the Cobras, Ruby Cannon. She's done well there to get to Wilson, who scored a lot of tries this weekend. The Scorpions now working their way to the right-hand side. It's Ellis who's found the overlap on the side. Can the winger get there? No, not on this occasion. 6 touches.
Waiadia Ellis, their number 1 for the Scorp. She looks like a player that's one to watch out for in the future. She looks quite young. Her gameplay is as dashing as her footwear choice, I think, Jack.
I think so. It certainly matches the flair that we've come to expect from Ellis, and that is a name that we'll absolutely be watching in the future. Right to left ball there. The Cobras haven't really gone anywhere in that set. They maybe made 20 metres, but they've got to do more with their attacking sets here as the Scorpions trail over the halfway line, trying to sting the Cobras here. And try and set up a venomous attack here. Who will they go to? They want Davis on the switch. It looks good. The late switch there. Back to Davis on the inside. Good work from dummy half as well, though.
Great late switch. The pickup from dummy half as we watch the replay. Lovely footwork. Splits on the right. And who comes at pace? Diving through like a salmon. Mackenzie Davis. Wasn't that something? Mate, she can play.
The switch on the inside there from Layla Ritchie was exquisite as well. I did notice actually there Davis slightly clutching her lower rib. I don't doubt that she's going to be back out there in about 5 seconds, but perhaps on the grounding there she sort of took a bit of a hit. Players, of course, putting their bodies on the line. There is a national title on the line here, so you're going to do it every time. And here they come again. The Cobras tried to go in there on her own is Nicola. And they've done well to shut her down a bit more this afternoon, Nicola. She still looked extremely dangerous. She's going in again. But, yeah, through the central channels. She just can't break through this time, even with the help of Anika Tanamu.
I don't mind this. Get the ball in these two girls' hands and make them bring you back into it.
Yep.
But, 6 again. Wow.
So, 6 again called. 7 or 8 metres out from the line. So they get another shot here. What I would like to see here is actually if they kept sort of playing through that middle channel and then swept out to the line.
Sure, right?
That she doesn't look to be doing too well there. Yeah, I think she's hit her head on the ground quite hard.
Yeah.
That's a rough contact with the turf here. Coffs Harbour.
Brave girl did so well to catch the ball.
She's thrown her body on the line there to make sure that her team did not lose the ball there. And, she's going to probably come from the field. Keeping her still for now, just while assessing the situation.
So just a reminder, in touch football, the clock doesn't stop. So the clock keeps running. There's 10 minutes left in this game, but we've got much bigger issues than touch football on right now as we, just make sure the young Cobras lady is okay.
And we've got good support staff here to help out. You can see Kenzie Davis over there in support, just offering some help. Yeah, okay, so the signal actually out there from the Scorpions defenders who seem to see what happened is that when she's come down and grabbed the ball, basically the ball has hit the ground and come back up into her jaw. So around the neck and jaw area is where she's been hurt there. And the clock, of course, is continuing to tick. But like you said, Mark, just being sort of careful with the potential injury out on the field. And it is around the jaw area. So for now, we will hang tight and await an update here. What we'll likely see over the next few minutes is removal from the field. But it did look like a bit of a jaw injury. What may occur here is we may see the player in question sort of removed from the field shortly. But Event Medical are just doing their best right now to deal with the situation. Got the most professional staff here, of course. This national tournament. They're getting her up now, so they've assessed. This is good news. This means it's not a sort of a head or neck injury necessarily. She'll come off the field, and she's doing fine. So that's great news, and well done there by all involved, just to make sure that, you know, there wasn't anything sort of serious that was going to require a stretcher, and she's come off the field. So
well done to the medical team from both teams. And we're back into it now, Jack.
And we've got a touch there by the Cobras. So probably 2 minutes lost on the clock there, but everyone still playing in the spirit of the game. Now, touch Scorpions come off their line. What do the Cobras need to do to turn this one around? Well, before we talk about that, the Scorpions are going to get a bit of a runaway here as Wilson charges down the line. She comes back on the inside. I like that play from the winger. She's looked to come back on the in, get those extra meters happening. They're up by 2 right now, Mark. They might put it to bed here if they get another one. We'll see how we go. There's 7 minutes left in this matchup. Plays the ball there. Goes out to the number 33. Having another go at the try line there. Davis, just always dangerous. A lot of venom in her attacking ability here. Wilson killing the ball in the corner. So yeah, Mark, I was just going to ask you, how do the Cobras come back into this one? Yeah,
so their defense is great. You take 3 tries at this point of the game any day of the week. It's just they haven't been able to get on the scoreboard, up the field enough, Jack. They've been doing a lot of tight, quickie, static plays. I'd like to see them extend it, try and hit link and wing off some longer passes.
And this is a good sign. The ball has gone to ground, but yeah, it's got to be the longer passes. They've tried through the central channels. The defence of the Scorpions has been compact. So if defence is compact through the centre, then that means that there are holes out wide. They've got to look for those players that can rip the ball. I would actually cite Kaya Hillman as one of those who can get the ball out quickly and one of those flat balls. So that would be my approach here if I was Cobras. For now, the Scorpions with possession. The Painaway scoreboard still at 3-1 in favour of the Sydney team. They've just got to see out 5.5 minutes here as Ellis tries to run through there, and she's found some space. Ellie Wilson going for the line now. The ball's been put down, and in the passing channel, the 6 again called.
Yeah, that one may not look like they were playing at the ball, but they were right in position, hands up, so as good as playing at the ball, and 6 again to the Scorpions.
So, going back on the inside there. Gee, they've gone quick, and they've got the ball away, the Scorpions. Actually thought they could have played the ball the first time to the short option, but that's brilliant from the Scorpions to put themselves 3 in front. Ellie Wilson notches a try.
Wyadia Alice with the black and the yellow boots was crucial in that one. Dumps second phase. And, great try to send the Scorpions up 4-1.
And they seem to be running away with things here. 4.5 minutes on the clock now. So the Cobras really, you sense, have to score in the next set or two. And that's not going to help them out. Off the mark. Call by the referee. And so the Scorpions, can they get home here? It was your call at halftime, Mark. And so far, looks like a good call. So here they come. Lamusu trying to hold her team high here. 4 tries. Not unhappy with that set, the Scorpions. They just want to be completing as far down the Cobras end as possible and as far away from the box as possible. So one critique there could be that they could have killed it in the further corner if possible. But overall, doing a great job. They're up by 3 tries. An intercept as well, but offside, of course.
Yeah, this is the Cobras' last chance this set to stay in this match. They have to go direct, get up the field, run hard, and give themselves a chance. They get 6 again, so that will help too. They need to try every minute to get to drop off.
Try a minute, which means this set is critical. I'm sure they believe it out there. There is a lot of belief in this squad. Tanamu and Nicola. We've seen enough magical moments today. So the question will be, can Tanamu and Nicola make it work? The ball has gone away there. Hunting for an offside call. Looks like 6 again is the call out on the field. So it's just nicked the hand of a Scorpion there before hitting the ground.
Good to see Nicola going for that long pass option, though. We do think that that's on now.
That seems like the way to break down this Scorpions defence. Nicola touched 8 metres out. Back to Tanamu. To the 12, Gabrielle Blade. And a good touch there. They're hitting up really nicely and reading the play there, the Scorpions. Just perfect defence. Been impenetrable in this half, actually. Not a single try on the board. And in a grand final situation to let in only a single try, that's remarkable stuff. Okay, in the in-goal here. And it looks like she's very, very close to getting the ball down there. The refs will confer. The try will be given. Not a lot of time on the clock. It is 4-2, but 2 minutes left. Stranger things have happened.
Charlie Nicola, she's had a tough game. The Scorpions have shut her down so well. We said play to watch for the Cobras. Finds Kaya Hillman there for her second try after this scoop through. Kaya Hillman, great diving finish. And we must give a Scorpions player, number 11, Layla Ritchie, the shout out. She defended 2 sets so well at that right link and was just outdone. Another good diving effort from her, but I think her team are going to end up victorious after that defensive set anyway.
It would appear so. With 1:50 left on the clock, the Scorpions with what might be their last attacking set. It's 5th and last there, and they don't mind not scoring, but they want to drain as much time as possible, and the perfect place to kill it. Wilson there with a professional approach. And the Cobras, well, only a runaway try and an intercept on the next defensive set could be the way through here. They do try, and I think they had to go for it, actually. The right idea. They had to swing it to the left as quickly as possible. But a changeover means that the Scorpion women's team will highly likely be victorious in the women's 20s final. The ball is down, and that will confirm it, rubbing salt in the wounds, and a fitting way to finish. Yet another try for the Scorpions. Believe it's the 4th try of the match for Mackenzie Davis. That name that is on everyone's lips right now has got her team over the line. Great try there. Not much to say other than the fact that the Scorpions have earned the victory here as the buzzer goes. It's a 5-2 victory, and a strong one at that. On the Paint Away scoreboard, as you see players running out onto the field in the Scorpions under-20s division. They've won it. What did you make of that, Mark?
Yeah, fantastic game. The Sydney Scorpions, the defending champions of this division, show why they are the team to beat. A fitting way to finish with Mackenzie Davis. An outstanding effort from her throughout the tournament. But the whole team, kudos to them and their coaching staff, Keith Smith and the whole crew, deserved winners this year.